Hello everyone. So guys, we have completed our 5 salt test series and finally this is a sixth test series. So you can take link of the previous series from the description box. So let's start this video with the first question. For the complex shown below in non-fluxional state, the expected 31p 1H NMR resonance. So you have to calculate the number of signals and their multiplicities in this question. 31p 1H यहाँ पे आपके पास है ब्रैकेट के अंदर. अगर इस तरह से 1H हमें शो किया गया है, इट मीन्स इट इज़ डबल इरेडिकेट हेयर. इट मीन्स यू हैव टू इग्नोर द सिग्नल ड्यू टू 1H. सो यहाँ पे रिमेनिंग क्या है 31p फॉर विच न्यूक्लियर स्पिन इज 1/2. सो वी हैव हेयर 2p. This is phosphorus and this is phosphorus. So signals come due to these two. This signal come due to this p and this signal comes due to this p. So we have total 2 signals here. Let's calculate their multiplicities. So formula to calculate multiplicity is 2n(i) plus 1. Here 2 into number of phosphorus for one side is 1 into nuclear spin given is half plus 1 is equal to 2. So it gives a doublet. Similarly for second phosphorus we have a doublet. So total, if we have to calculate, then total we have 2 doublets here. So if we go with the question, that correct answer is answer number 4, 2 doublets. So this is our answer number 4. Answer number 4. Now second question is rate determining step in the catalytic synthesis of acetic acid by Monsanto process. So this is basically very important process, Monsanto process. काफ़ी टाइम ये एग्जाम में आ चुका है पहले भी. So let's go with the complete mechanism of this process. Monsanto process बेसिकली ये प्रोसेस होता है जिसमें हम मिथेनॉल से एसिडिक एसिड का प्रोडक्शन होता है. कैटलिस्ट यूज हेयर इज RH CO2I2 नेगेटिव. So full reaction is given as CH3OH plus CO and this is used as catalyst and CO is used here as co-catalyst. So finally we are here with the product as acetic acid. If we go with the mechanism, then here CH3 methanol plus HI gives us CH3I plus H2O, and when this CH3I added to the catalyst, it undergo oxidative addition. So they come in the trans position. After that they undergo migratory insertion here. So यहाँ पे स्पेस लेफ्ट है. CO हमारे पास यहाँ है को कैटलिस्ट. देन CO एंटर्स इन दिस स्पेस. आफ्टर एट द लास्ट स्टेप इट अंडरगो विद द रिडक्शन एलिमिनेशन. सो यहाँ से ये दोनों एज अ रिडक्शन एलिमिनेशन रिमूव हो जाएंगे. सो यहाँ पे हमारे पास आएगा CH3C डबल बॉन्ड OI. Then H2O attack as a nucleophile, and finally we are here with our product, that is acetic acid. So this is our complete Monsanto process and it's very important for CSIR net basically. So if we are talking about the rate determining step, so in this reaction we have addition of CH3I to this catalyst. This one step, this first step is the rate determining step. So in our question, first point is oxidative addition of CH3I to RHI2CO2. So this is our correct answer. Answer number 1. Answer number 1 is our correct answer because it is the rate determining step for this reaction. Now next question is expected number of VCO bands in the IR spectra of facial, compound and trans are respectively. So यहाँ पे हमने बताने हैं expected number of IR spectra for facial and trans. So इस तरह से कभी भी अगर हमारे पास क्वेश्चन आता है so इसके लिए आप एक ट्रिक लर्न करेंगे, that is this one for octahedral complexes basically. दिस वन इज ऑक्टाहेड्रल कॉम्प्लेक्स इन विच ऑल लिगेंड्स आर सेम. अगर इनमें से आप एक लिगेंड को रिप्लेस कर देते हैं, rest 5 ligands are same, you have to replace only one ligand, then it becomes mono-octahedral. If you replace 2 ligands in from the opposite side, it becomes trans, and if you remove from the cis position, it is cis, facial and meridional. So here we have a trick is, oh my teacher, care for me. For octahedral we have number of IR signal as 1, for mono-octahedral 3, for trans it is 1, for cis it is 4, for facial it is 2, and for meridional it is 3. But if it is mentioned in the question that CO are in the same plane of metal, like they are collinear or something like this is mentioned in the question, then you have to change, undergo change in some type. Like in mono-octahedral, then number of signals is reduced by 1, then it is 2. For cis, here 4 स्टार मीन्स अगर यहाँ पे आपके पास मेंशन होगा कि CO जो है वो सेम प्लेन में है या कोलिनियर है, तो यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ सिग्नल्स को आप 1 से रिड्यूस करेंगे. अगर सिस के केस में 4 है तो वहाँ पे आएगा आपके पास 3, एंड मेरिडियोनल के केस में अगर 3 है तो वहाँ पे रहेगा आपके पास 2. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर फॉर बिफोर सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चन. Just note down this trick and learn it very properly. It's very important. So now in our question we have facial and trans product. And here we have, in the case of facial we have 2 signals, and in the case of trans we have 1 signal. You also see here, in the case of facial we have 2 IR bands, and in the case of trans we have only 1 IR band. So our correct answer is answer number 3, that is 2 and 1. For facial it is 2, and for trans it is 1. Now next question is the organic species isolable to FeCO2 PPH3 negative. तो जब भी आइसोलोबल आपको चेक करना है तो वहाँ पे हम काउंटिंग करेंगे इनके वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की. इफ़ वी डू काउंटिंग ऑफ वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन इन FeCO2 PPH3 negative, just look here. For Fe number of valence electrons are 8. CO एक टाइम पे एक CO एक टाइम पे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डोनेट करता है, एंड वी हैव 2 CO present here, so they can donate 4 electrons. For PPH3 there is donation of 2 electrons, and there is also a negative charge on the complex, so add 1 plus 1. So total here is number of electrons are 15 electrons. Now our options are CH2 plus. For C we have valence electron as 4. So in our question we have first option is CH2 plus. For carbon we have valence electron is 4. For 2H it is 2, and here is plus charge, so minus 1. So we have 5 electrons here. Similarly in all the cases, in the second option we have 6 electron, in the third option we have 7, and in the last option we have 5 electrons. So जो हमारा कंपाउंड है जो हमें दिया गया है उसमें हमारे पास 15 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. इफ़ वी हैव टू चेक आइसोलेबिलिटी देन we must have either 15 electrons or 5 electrons, then they are isolable to each other. But here we have 2 options, first option and the last option, in which we have 5 electrons. So what is the correct answer? In the first option we have positive charge on CH2, so they are the concept of frontier molecular orbitals. So basically we don't take here charge species, so our correct answer is answer number 4, that is CH with 5 electrons, because it is isolable to 15 electrons as they are correspondingly equal to each other. So here our correct answer is answer number 4th, CH. Now next question is donor mode of NO ligand depends on the metal. Now consider the following complexes in gaseous state. The complexes that do not exhibit bent NO coordination mode. So we have 4 complexes here, and we have to check that in which complex NO do not exhibit as bent form. So, and basically you must know that NO can act as two forms, either linear or bent. In linear form it can donate 3 electrons, and in bent form it can donate only 1 electron. सो इन जो हमारे पास 4 कंपाउंड्स यहाँ पे हैं, इनमें अगर हम इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की काउंटिंग करें, उस बेसिस पे हम बता सकते हैं कि उसको अपनी जो एक प्रॉपर स्टेबल स्टेट है उसको एक्वायर करने में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की नीड है. सो दे हैव आइदर लीनियर और बेंट. लेट्स कम विद द सॉल्यूशन. In the first compound IrClCO PPH32NO positive. For IR we have valence electron is 9. For Cl it is 1. For CO it is 2. For PPH3 it is 2, and here we have 2 PPH3, so it is 4. Here is positive charge, so -1 plus X. So total, if we count without NO, then it comes out with 15 electrons. So either it can take 1 to acquire 16 electron species, or can take 3 to acquire 18 electron species. But you have to remember one thing here, that IR and RU is stable in 16 electron species state. So basically this compound is stable in 16 electron species, so it needs only 1 electron. And if it need only 1 electron, then NO can act as bent form here. So NO is present here is bent because it can donate only 1 electron to acquire the stable state of IR, that is 16 electrons. Now second compound is RuClPPH32NO2 negative. For Ru valence electron is 8, for Cl it is 1, for PPH3 it is 2 for 1 PPH3. Now we have negative charge, so positive charge on the complex, so -1 plus X plus Y, because we have 2 NO here. So before ignoring NO, we are coming with the electrons. 8 plus 1 plus 4, that is 13, minus 1, 12. So we have 12 electrons here, and 2 NO are present. So if we have to add 1 NO as bent and 1 as linear, then it is total come with the 16 electrons, and Ru is stable in the 16 electron state. So here we have 1 NO is bent and 1 is linear. एंड क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा गया है कि किस कॉम्प्लेक्स में NO बेंट फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट नहीं है. सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन यहाँ पे नहीं होगा, सेकंड ऑप्शन भी नहीं होगा. इन द थर्ड केस कोबाल्ट NCH डायर्स का स्ट्रक्चर हमारे पास ये है. ये एक DIRs यहाँ पे 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का डोनेशन देता है. सो फॉर कोबाल्ट इट इज़ 9, फॉर NCS इट इज़ 1, एंड फॉर दिस इट इज़ we have 2 diers here, so it is 8 minus 1 plus X. X here is NO, so if we have to make it 18 electron, then we need only 1 electron here. So it is bent, because bent is donate 1 electron and linear is donate 3 electrons. So in the first 3 cases we have NO present in the bent form, and in the last case, to make it 16 or 18, we do not make it 16 or 18 after adding it 1 or 3. So finally our answer is answer number 4th, that is answer number D. So this is our correct answer for this question. So you have to calculate simply the number of electrons, and जो ये वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालने की ट्रिक है ये आपको बहुत अच्छे से लर्न होनी चाहिए, बिकॉज इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एज फॉर द D transition. 3D transition series, their atomic number, their valencies, you must have to learn all these 3. So our 7th question is the correct statement about Ru6C CO17 cluster from the following. So for this complex we have to state the correct statements about this complex. So first is it is an 18 electron cluster. Let's calculate its number of electrons. For Ru, 1 Ru we have valence electron is 8, and here we have 6 Ru. So total is 8 into 6 is 48. For 1 carbon we have 4 valence electrons, so it is 4, plus for 1 CO we have 2. Here we have 17 CO. So 17 into 2 is 34. So total here is 86 electrons. So first option is correct. It is an 18 electron species. Second is it is a closo structure type. Now how can you calculate the structure type for these type of complexes? So here we have total valence electron is 86. Second thing is you have to calculate polyhedron electron count, that is PEC, that is equal to total valence electrons minus 12n. Total valence electron here is 86 minus 12, and here is a number of metal atoms, and here we have number of metal atom is 6 because metal here is Ru and these are 6 in quantity. So here n value is 6, and after calculating it comes out 14 electron. So our final step is PEC upon 2. पॉलीहेड्रन इलेक्ट्रॉन काउंट को हमें डिवाइड करना है 2 से. So it is 14 upon 2 is 7. So here n plus 1 and here is 6. So it gives us n plus 1 form, that is closo, because n minus, this is our series to calculate these type of complex structures. For n minus 1 we have supercloso, for n it is hypercloso, for n plus 1 it is closo, for n plus 2 it is nido, and here we are come with the n plus 1 type of structure. So it is basically closo. So our second option is also correct. It is a closo structure type. So first two options are correct. Now come with the third option. Its shape is capped square pyramid. Then how can you detect the shape of these type of complexes? For this we also have a series. So you have to note down all these series. Must have to remember these series to answer these type of questions. So this is total electron count. This is total electron count and this is geometry. For 18 electron we have mononuclear. For 48 we have trigonal planar. For 60 we have tetrahedral. For 72 we have trigonal bipyramidal. For 74 square pyramidal. For 84 bicapped tetrahedron, or you can say doubly capped tetrahedron. For 86 it is octahedral. For 90 trigonal prism. For 112 square antiprism. For 120 cube. इसके लिए आपके पास ट्रिक भी है एक, MT3SB सिंगल बॉन्ड ऑल ट्रेवलर सेंट केक. सो यू कैन लर्न इन एनी वे. एंड इन दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स वी हैव 86 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड 86 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के लिए जो सीरीज होती है 7th नंबर पे आप देखेंगे octahedral होती है. सो and in the question we have given is capped square pyramid. So this option is not correct. So just eliminate out the option in which we have third option. So you have to eliminate answer number 1 and answer number C. Now fourth option is carbon interact with all the Ru centers in the clusters. So if you see structure of this complex, then carbon interact with all Ru centers. So our correct answer is answer number D, 1, 2 and 4, because all these three are correct answers for this complex. Now next question is hydroformylation of one propene with complex leads to linear and branch formilated product. The linear hydroformylated product is formed with highest selectivity when L in the rhodium complex is. So this is basically a hydroformylation reaction in which we have two type of complexes, that one is linear and one is branch, and they're asking that if linear is formed with the highest selectivity, then what is the ligand? So here we have answer is answer number C. You have to learn this option, as we have, if this ligand is present, then linear is formed with highest selectivity. Now next question is the nu Cn stretching frequency for Cn in FeCN6 3 negative. This compound is represented as A, and FeCN6 4 negative represented as B, and nu CO in this complex C and D are compared below. The pair with the correct order. So you have to compare firstly nu Cn stretching frequency of Cn in A and B complex. So here we have A complex is FeCN6 3 negative and B is FeCN6 4 negative. So just firstly calculate the oxidation state for iron in both the cases. For first case we have +3 oxidation state, and for second it is +2 oxidation state. So as in the first case we have Fe with +3 oxidation state. So here we have concept of back bonding. So if it is in +3 oxidation state, then to donate electron for this metal Fe is very difficult. So in the second case we have better back bonding because it is in lower oxidation state. So Fe यहाँ पे better donate कर पाएगा Cn को, back donation दे पाएगा as compared to first one. So back bonding is present in the better form in the B complex as compared to A. And if back bonding is more in the B complex, जहाँ पे बैक बॉन्डिंग ज़्यादा होगी, सो वो Fe मेटल और कार्बन का बॉन्ड वहाँ पे स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा और जो Cn का बॉन्ड है वो वहाँ पे वीक होगा. सो स्ट्रेचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी जो Cn की है वो A में ज़्यादा रहेगी एज कम्पेयर टू B, बिकॉज B हैव मोर बैक बॉन्डिंग एज कम्पेयर टू A. Now complex C and D. In this complex you also have to check the concept of back bonding as CO is a better pi acceptor. So better pi acceptor है. सो बैक बॉन्डिंग अगर हम देखें यहाँ पे तो बैक बॉन्डिंग ज़्यादा होगी सी वाले केस में, फर्स्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स वाले केस में, बिकॉज यहाँ पे देने के लिए भी हमारे पास प्रेजेंट है NH3. ये मेटल को देगा तभी मेटल आगे CO को अपना जो बैक डोनेशन है वो दे पाएगा. सो बैक बॉन्डिंग इज बेटर इन द केस ऑफ C कंपाउंड. So if back bonding is better in this complex, then mu CO, stretching frequency for CO is higher in D because it is opposite as metal carbon strength increase with the back bonding and ligand strength for itself is reduced with the back bonding. So your correct answer is answer number B, this one. So this is our correct answer for this question. Now this is our last question for this video, that is match with their new CO, stretching frequency for CO frequency of stretching. So these complexes are given and also stretching frequency of mu CO is given. So firstly you have to, in the case of phosphorus ligands, you have to learn only one series, that is alkyl, aryl, एल्कोक्साइड, हेलाइड. सो यहाँ पे एल्काइल को आपने प्रेफरेंस देना है. एल्काइल के केस में जो स्ट्रेचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी है वो हायर रहेगी. आफ्टर देन अराइल, देन एल्कोक्साइड एंड देन हेलाइड. दिस इज बेसिकली द करेक्ट ऑर्डर फॉर डोनर एबिलिटी टू phosphorus, basically donor ability to metal phosphorus. Now in the first option A we have PF3, this is halide. In the B we have alkoxide. In C we have PPH3, this is aryl, and in D we have pyridine. So you can take it as alkyl. So in the case of alkyl it donate better, its donor ability is more as compared to all these. So अगर इसकी donor ability ज़्यादा है तो ये मेटल MO मेटल को डोनेट करेगा. फर्दर वो बैक डोनेशन देगा CO को. जितना ज़्यादा बैक डोनेशन वो देगा उतनी कम ज़्यादा MO और CO का स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड होगा और उतना ही वीक बॉन्ड होगा CO का, बिकॉज जितनी ज़्यादा बैक बॉन्डिंग होगी स्ट्रेचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ CO उतनी ही कम होगी, बिकॉज दे आर इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू ईच अदर. सो फॉर द D ऑप्शन वी हैव लेस वैल्यू ऑफ न्यू CO. सो लेट्स टेक लेस वैल्यू फ्रॉम दीज 4 and that is option number 4. Yes, option number 4 is the less value. Now come with the options. For D we have two options. Just eliminate option number A and option number C. So answer will be from B or D. Now from after alkyl we have aryl. Next value is with aryl. This is C option. So इसके बाद हमारे पास values रहेंगी ये वाली 1. For C it is 1. So we have option number B is our correct answer according to this series. बिकॉज जितनी ज़्यादा डोनर एबिलिटी होगी वो मेटल को उतना डोनेट करेंगे. मेटल के पास जितना इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी आएगी उतना ज़्यादा बेटर वो CO को डोनेशन दे पाएगा. और CO के साथ बैकबोन जितना स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा स्ट्रेचिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ CO उतनी ही वीक होगी. सो दिस इज द बेसिकली कंसेप्ट फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन एंड द क्वेश्चंस विच we discussed are basically very important, and these all concepts are also very important. So let's do with your full practice and note down all the series that we do in this video. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video then please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching.